Okay, what you see here is sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 1, and the percentage is 0.8%. It is fluctuating between 8 to 0 to -3. That's quite okay. And then this is the sensor voltage, the upstream oxygen sensor, that's bank 1 sensor 1. And that one also fluctuates from 0.1 to 0.9. Seems though that is also working nicely and fluctuating. I will show you the video. Actually, these are still pictures. And this slide you see the oxygen sensor, bank 1, sensor 2. That's the voltage of that sensor. And it says 0.7. It fluctuates actually 0.6 to 0.7, but I believe sometimes it's going down to 0.35, and that may, if it really fluctuates the similar way as sensor 1, that's bank 1 sensor 1, that means the catalyst converter may be just not doing its job, because the two sensors should not act similarly. So in this slide you see that short-term fuel trim bank 1 sensor 2 in the percentage here seems though stuck at 99.2%, which I believe that is not right. Either the scan tool is not able to interpret that data and it is stuck on that, or something is wrong. I have no idea, but that must be investigated further. So there you have sensor 2, bank 1, oxygen sensor output voltage. And there you have it. As I told you, that is 99.2% short-term fuel trim bank 1 sensor 2, which is a little bit weird because bank 1 sensor 2 should not have anything to do with fuel trim, I guess. Sensor 2. Okay, this is the video that things are moving and you can watch it, how they're moving, and I will slow down actually so that you may see the excursions of the voltages and the percentage of the short-term fuel trim. Okay, I think sometimes what I'm seeing is that sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 1 and bank 1 sensor 2 output voltages are fluctuating in the same manner. This may be an indication that the catalyst converter is defective. It's not maybe working. So at that point in time you see the two have got the same voltage, sensor 1 and 2. Now it's adding fuel. If you look at the short-term fuel trim bank 1 sensor 1, the percentage 3% now is subtracting minus 1.6%, and now it's adding, and when it's adding the sensor voltage goes down too. That tells that's more air than fuel. So I guess now the two sensors, the sensor voltages, if you look at them, they fluctuating more or less the same. Sometimes sensor 2 is sort of voltage fluctuations. Sensor 2 voltage fluctuations are sometimes in expect that it should have to be no too much excursions. You know, it should have to be 0.6 to 0.7, somewhere there. But the most problematic of all is the short-term fuel trim bank 1 sensor 2 percentage in the lowest row, 99.2%, where it says is totally off. That means the computer is adding more fuel, extremely, absolutely more fuel, an indication of that. But I don't think so that's true, because it's not even changing a bit. It could be a data translation which have significant effect on this, that the scan tool is not able to interpret those data, could be the problem, and it's just throwing out some sort of default values. So if you look at the two sensor voltages, 1 and 2, Sometimes they're fluctuating at the same rate, going down and up, and sometimes they don't. I don't know how much problematic that would be, but sensor 2 seems to have the right excursions most of the time. So that's it. There you have it.